The bench press is one of the most well-known exercises in weightlifting. It is considered to be a staple exercise in order to gain strength as well as build muscle. The exercise develops the pectoral muscles, the anterior deltoid muscles, as well as the triceps. There are 3 different forms of the exercise aimed to develop the pectoral muscles into a round shape. These consist of the incline bench press, the flat bench press, and the decline bench press. The exercise involves the lifter to lay on the bench and move the bar from position with extended arms down to his or her chest and then back up to the extended position. This is considered 1 repetition. Physics plays a key role in everyday life. However, in the weight room, it is evident in every exercise you do. We decided to analyze the physics behind the bench press with one simple question. If you can do a certain amount of reps with 100 pounds, can you do half that many reps with 200 pounds? We figured the work and power equations would help to answer this question, as well as give the reasoning behind whether or not it was true. What we found was that Shaquille was able to do 30 repetitions with 100 pounds, but only 8 repetitions with 200 pounds. If our theory was correct, 15 repetitions of the 200-pound exercise should have been accomplished. Prior to the study, we spoke to other weightlifters in the gym, and they also reported that it would not be possible to do half the reps with twice the weight. Some of their reasons were that your muscles burn out when you hold heavier weight for the same amount of time, and others said that you would need immense power to be able to complete the task. We also felt that power should be involved because time was a factor, and not only work.
We measured the distance of Shaquille's arm extended, which was half a meter from his chest to where the bar would be. We then calculated how long it took him to do 1 repetition and divided that by 1 meter in order to get the acceleration. We used the mass of the bar multiplied by the acceleration to get the force applied in 1 repetition. We then calculated the work applied in 1 repetition as the force multiplied by the distance traveled, and then multiplied this by twice the amount of repetitions to account for both positive and negative work. This value was the total work that Shaquille applied to the bar over the time interval. We divided this work by the time of the set to get the power per second exerted. What we found was that for the 100-pound set, Shaquille was exerting 42.61 joules per second, whereas during the 200-pound set, he was able to exert 21.53 joules per second. This explains why he was able to get 1/4 of the repetitions instead of the 1/2 as expected. Had the amount of power exerted during the heavier set been the same as the lighter set, we would have seen half the repetitions for the heavier set. This explains why when the weight becomes heavier, weightlifters tend to have poor forms, such as largely arching the back in order to apply more power from different muscles. Although this does build more muscle and increase strength, it can lead to injuries which are damaging to the overall process of bodybuilding.